Hi, my name is Howard Cumberland. I'm with Geosyntec Consultants. I'm a senior principal. My responsibility is contaminated sediment and waterfront improvement projects worldwide.
My name is Robb. I'm with Geosyntec Consultants. I'm a senior principal engineer, and I run our geo-environmental geotechnical practice out of the Midwest, and I'm here to bring that knowledge and experience to the Utah Lake project.
One of the things that we do is we evaluate and determine how best to remove contaminated sediments and use them beneficially for habitat creation and beneficial uses of developments. So with a large shallow lake like Utah Lake, over 96,000 acres, 150 square miles, and it's only at its maximum depth around 15 feet. What that also does is this green algae that you see behind me, right, is very toxic to humans and animals, and it creates a situation where the lake is really not usable for a couple months of the year. One of the things that we do when we evaluate projects is we evaluate the sediments, we get the chemical concentrations of them, and we determine the best ways to remove those sediments without impacting the lake. Once we analyze the material here, we will then develop a dredging program to remove all of those impacted sediments, which will then reduce the load and the availability of the nutrients to cause algal blooms. And we're going to use all that material beneficially to create habitat and to create islands for development.
So what we're going to have the opportunity to do with these soft sediments is really we're going to take the soft sediments, we're going to put them in these giant like sausage rolls, and they're called geotubes. But really what that's going to do is going to lock up those nutrients. Okay, and they're going to be contained, and so these islands really are constructed to contain these sediments. So some additional key benefits of a project like this is, first of all, is when we create these islands, we're going to be reducing the surface area of the water on the lake. That is going to immediately reduce evapotranspiration and evaporation of water from the lake. That's many billions of water savings every year that is lost to evaporation in the lake's present state. Finally, we're going to be adding billions of gallons of capacity to this lake while maintaining the present water levels. That's all going to be designed and balanced between the islands. And in doing so, we're going to be adding water storage for a state that it's critical to have a consistent and safe water supply.
It's a huge project. I mean, nobody can deny that, right? Yeah, the exciting thing about the project is that we're going to dredge millions of cubic yards of sediments. We're going to use them beneficially, create these islands, create habitat, create recreational islands, etc. And that's been done all over the world. If you think about all of the coastal developments in the United States and in the world, all those islands, they didn't exist for the most part. San Diego Bay, they're all created. The bays were dredged, they created islands, they created shorelines where people go to recreate, people go to live. They've done it in Miami extensively. They've done it in the Gulf Coast. They do it in the Great Lakes even. So this is totally feasible. This is extremely feasible. This is what people in the dredging industry do. This is what people in the environmental industry do, is we determine the impacts and we ameliorate those. We fix those impacts.
Well, first of all, the idea is to improve water quality and habitat. And we want to create opportunities for people to really have more opportunity to enjoy the lake.